Have you ever wondered why certain verses in the Bible seem to be hidden? Why some stories aren't told in church services or taught in Sunday schools? There's a part of Jesus' story that has been silenced for centuries, and today we're going to reveal it. But be careful, this video could completely change the way you view faith, religion, and truth. Get ready, because what you're about to hear isn't for everyone. Imagine the following scene. Jesus is in the desert, alone, tired, hungry, when suddenly Satan appears. But what few people talk about is what really happened between these two forces. It wasn't just an attempt at temptation. It was a negotiation, a proposal, a strategic manipulation. Satan offered everything: kingdoms, power, glory, not in exchange for worship, but for a single choice. And it's this choice that could be repeating itself in your life right now without you realizing it. And the most impressive thing, Jesus' answer was more than a no. It was a code, a hidden teaching that many religious people ignore, but that has the power to free your mind from the invisible control that surrounds you every day. Now imagine if you could understand this code. If you could apply Jesus' words against the temptations and lies that surround you, if you had the same wisdom, the same resistance, the same clarity. This is not just faith, it is a spiritual strategy. And when you understand this, you stop being manipulated. You take control of your destiny, your soul, your connection with God. The Bible is not just a sacred book, it is a war manual, a key to escape the matrix that tries to trap you every day. And this video is the beginning of your awakening, but only if you watch it until the end, because it is at the end that the strongest revelation is delivered. So if you want to know what the real secret was behind Jesus' answer, if you want to break the veil that prevents you from seeing the spiritual world, click like now, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to open their eyes. The truth is here, but it only frees those who are ready to receive it. Jesus was alone, totally vulnerable. 40 days and 40 nights without food, without water, without anyone around. And that is exactly how the enemy attacks when you are weak. Because he doesn't need to break you. He just needs you to doubt. Just a second of doubt. And he wins. And it was there, in that hot, suffocating desert, that the real battle began. It wasn't a battle with swords, it was a war of words, a war of intentions. And do you think this doesn't happen to you too? Every time you feel tired, aimless, alone, that's exactly when the voices start. Temptations sneak up on you, with promises, with shortcuts, with quick solutions. But everything has a price. Do you realize this? How many times have you felt like you were on the verge of something big, and out of nowhere, something pulled you back? It wasn't a coincidence, it was a strategic distraction. The enemy still plays the same game. He offers glory, status, money, fame, not to destroy you quickly, but to seduce you little by little. And when you least expect it, you no longer hear the voice of God. You only hear what pleases your ego. That's why Jesus said, "Man shall not live by bread alone." But do you understand what that means? Bread here is necessity. It is lack. It is desire. And Jesus' answer was a direct cut. I am not moved by lack. I am moved by the word. And now comes the most important moment. Jesus refused the power of the world. But how many times have you accepted it? How many times have you bowed down to keep a job, to please someone, to avoid being cancelled, to seem more acceptable? You think that giving in a little is okay. But that's how the downfall of many began. A small concession, a small silence, a small amen out of place. But pay attention. Jesus did not remain silent. He confronted, he declared, he exposed. Now think about it. If Jesus himself was tempted, what makes you think you are immune? If he needed the word, what makes you think you can face the darkness with motivational phrases? You don't need likes. You need a sword. You don't need more followers. You need discernment. This video is showing you something that many hide because they know the power it has. And if you are watching this far, it is because something inside you is being awakened. You know that there is something wrong in the world, that there is something wrong in the system, and maybe you are feeling that you have been called to something greater. But pay attention, this is not just a video, this is a warning, because when the truth comes, hell gets upset. And if you feel this now, this burning in your chest, this lump in your throat, this desire to change, it is because Jesus is calling you, not to a religion, but to war. And in this war, either you take a stand, aim the sword in your hand, or you will be dragged blindfolded. If this message touched you, then don't let it die here. Share this video with those who need to wake up. Like it. Comment with, "I choose the word," to show that you understood. And subscribe, because the next videos will prepare you for the battles that are to come. Jesus won in the desert. Now, it's your turn.